In this part of the unit electrostatics, you will learn about grouping of capacitors. There are two ways to combine capacitors: series combination of capacitors and parallel combination of capacitors. Firstly, we will take the case of series combination of capacitors. You can see in the diagram three capacitors having capacitances C1, C2 and C3 are connected across the terminals of a battery having terminal potential difference V. As soon as these capacitors are connected across the terminals of the battery, from the negative terminal of the battery, electrons equivalent to charge minus Q, enter in second plate of the third capacitor, and minus Q charge gets accumulated here. This minus Q charge repels equal number of electrons from the first plate of third capacitor, and these electrons enter in second plate of second capacitor, and the same process is repeated here. These electrons repel equal number of electrons from the first plate of second capacitor. These electrons enter in second plate of first capacitor through this conducting wire, and equal number of electrons are repelled from first plate of first capacitor, and these electrons enter in positive terminal of battery. In this way, first plate of each capacitor is having plus Q charge and minus Q charge is accumulated in second plate of each capacitor. So the amount of charge accumulated in each capacitor in this case is same. Equal amount of charge is accumulated across the plates of all three capacitors when these are connected in series combination, but their capacitances are different. Therefore, potential differences across the plates will be different. Let V1 be the potential difference across the plates of first capacitor, V2 be the potential difference across the plates of second capacitor, and V3 be the potential difference across the plates of the third capacitor. Then the terminal potential difference of the battery V will be equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Let C be the capacitance of a equivalent capacitor. Means if three capacitors could be replaced by a single capacitor and its capacitance if it be C, then V, terminal potential difference V, will be equal to Q by C, and that Q by C can be replaced, will be replacing this term V. Similarly, V1 is equal to Q by C1, V2 is equal to Q by C2, and V3 is equal to Q by C3. Putting up their values, you get Q by C is equal to Q by C1 plus Q by C2 plus Q by C3. Or the formula for equivalent capacitance in case of series combination of capacitors is 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. Now we will see the case of parallel combination of capacitors. In this case also, three capacitors having capacitances C1, C2 and C3 are connected across the terminals of a battery having terminal potential difference V. But in case of parallel combination, each capacitor is connected with the terminals of the battery. First plate is connected to positive terminal of the battery, and second plate of each capacitor is connected to negative terminal of the battery. As a result, the potential difference across the plates of each capacitor will be same, and that will be equivalent to terminal potential difference V. So potential difference across the plates of first capacitor is V, across second capacitor is also V, and across the plates of third capacitor is also V. But their capacitances are different, therefore unequal amounts of charges will be accumulated across the plates of different capacitors. Q1, let Q1 be the charge accumulated across the plates of this first capacitor C1, Q2 across C2 and Q3 across C3, then the total charge drawn from the battery Q will be equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Putting up the values of Q1, Q2 and Q3 in this relation, Q is equal to Cv, where C is the capacitance of equivalent capacitor. If we replace three capacitors by a single capacitor whose plates are connected across the terminals of the same battery having terminal potential difference V, then Q is equal to C into V, and Q1 is equal to C1 into V, Q2 is equivalent to C2 into V, and Q3 can be written as C3 into V. This gives us the relation of equivalent capacitance in case of parallel combination of capacitors. C is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Now we will take an example. Find the capacitances of a capacitor filled with two dielectrics of same dimensions but of dielectric constants K1 and K2 in following two cases. In the question, two dielectric materials are given, their dimensions are same. Its dimensions are equal to its dimensions, but their dielectric constants are different. So in first arrangement you can see these two dielectrics make two separate capacitors. One capacitor is having dielectric constant K1 and the other capacitor is having dielectric constant K2. These are connected in parallel combination, and in other combination these are connected in series combination. Their dimensions are also same. In this case, area of each capacitor is A by 2. If A is the area of plates of this capacitor, it is divided in two parts, then area of one capacitor will be A by 2 and its area will also be A by 2. The separation will be D. In this case, area will be A in both the capacitors, but the separation or thickness will be D by 2. Let us see. Firstly, we will take first case. So this is parallel combination. So C is equal to C1 plus C2. Values are put up. We get C is equal to epsilon naught A times K1 plus K2 by twice D. This is relation showing equivalent capacitance of two capacitors. Now second case, the combination of capacitors is series combination, so equivalent capacitance will be 1 by C dash is equal to 1 by C1 dash plus 1 by C2 dash. Putting up the values of C1 dash and C2 dash, we get 1 by C dash is equal to D by twice A epsilon naught within bracket 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. Finally, C dash is equal to 2A epsilon naught K1 K2 by D times K1 plus K2. This is all about series and parallel combination of capacitors. Thank you.